And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. I am your host, the RPG Guy. Let's get going. So when we left off, we were making our way through the waterway canyon, or waterway thingamajig, underwater cave, whatever. And we bumped into Tellah, and now we have to fight this monster at the end of the dungeon here. And we're making our way there.
There's no turning back from here. The beast awaits us down below.
Leap down the waterfall? Yeah, sure. And then, Rydia, clench! Don't let him get you! No! Alright, and we should start seeing a few more new enemies very soon. But this time we'll actually skip battles that we've already seen. Or at least you will skip battles. I will have to sit and endure them as a good RPG gamer must. Okay. And this is a big opening here. Let's just make sure we get all of it so we don't have to backtrack through here again. And a new enemy has reared its ugly head. Alligators aren't too bad. The catch is that they hit really hard. So the trick to beating them outright is that they're weak. They're weak to magic, if you must know. They're weak to ice magic specifically. We were just lucky Cecil got a critical hit at that moment. So critical hits help. And they usually give pretty good XP. The thing you don't want them to usually do is attack. Because sometimes they get what I like to think of as a double attack. And if they get the double attack and they target maybe Rydia, you can get into a lot of trouble. We get the Seeker Award, which is the second award, I think, for monster kills. We got the first one during one of the grinding sessions. I think I forgot to mention that I grabbed it at that moment. But, yeah, we did grab one of those, so yay for us. Alright, easy fight. Let's do some equipping, though. So we picked up a Hades glove. Over there. Usually just waiting to get both, and then the Hades helm.
By the power of Hades.
Let's keep moving. As that's the only treasure on this floor, and this isn't a very big area. It looks big, but it's not. There we go, and we get 5 delicious potions for our trouble. Ooh, I'm gonna just put it all in a kiddie pool and rub around naked in it. And I'll just show this as we get first attack here. Same strategy as before. And they can pick off the leftovers. If it's a preemptive, it just makes more sense to kill them off real quick. And then just move on. Oh wow, I wasted 10 seconds. It's when the fights obviously are balanced, or when I get assaulted from behind, we need to kind of turn off the recording so we can save your time and energy. Guys, let me know if you want to see more of the battles. I don't mind showing them, but I know most of you really aren't probably that interested in it. And Rydia levels up again, and Cecil levels up with her. Heaps of corpses. I guess I'm doing a lot of killing here. But the monsters deserve a chance to live. Shut the fuck up. Alright. This is the last big armor piece that we're going to find down here. Barely increases magic defense, but his regular defense is where it really is important. Hermes Sandals. Pretty much is a free casting of haste on any individual that uses it on themselves. And make sure that you see as much of the open area as there is to see. There's also one enemy type we've not fought in down here yet. And I think it's the Red Moose? I believe it's the Red Moose. And they're weak to fire. Which is contrary to their color, their body shape and color and whatnot. But, I'm showing this fight just so I can explain them, because I'm not going to sit here and wait to hunt around to fight them. If you are looking for 100% bestiary, though, you may want to stick around until they show up, because they may or may not show up. There's a good chance you might even bump into them later in the game. So I don't really make the effort right out the door to hunt them down. Because I sometimes do bump into them much later in the game. There's actually a hard battle in one of the later dungeons where that becomes relevant. There we go. And 3 Zeus's wraths, so if you're really underleveled, you can unleash the beast.
Ready yourselves. Ready your buttholes, for the violating tentacle monster is here! It's an octomammoth!
Oh god, that looks like it wants to violate my butthole. Oh god, run! This battle's not too hard. He's weak against darkness and weak against lightning. So let's get started here. Now the thing with him out the door is that Rydia is going to be our healer. And Tellah is going to be our heavy hitter. But as we start beating the boss, he's going to start losing tentacles. As he starts losing the violating tentacles, each of his hits hit you harder and harder. So it's kind of like Ultros in a way, but not. Well, no, Ultros is okay. They're nothing like each other, to be honest with you. But what this battle ends up playing out is that as the battle goes on, he loses more and more tentacles, and eventually, as he loses more tentacles, his singular attacks hit you harder and harder. So you have to pick and choose how you want this fight to play out. Simple enough. All you need to do is just keep blasting him with thunder and attacking with Cecil's darkness. When Cecil's darkness wears off, I do highly recommend not redoing it again, because by the time darkness on him wears off, the boss will probably be down to only a couple of tentacles left, and he's going to start hitting really hard, and Cecil losing HP every attack is going to start to be very apparent that it's affecting the overall battle. Cecil will go down faster, and we don't want him to do that. So in a sense, as the battle goes on, the boss gets stronger. And so don't ignore Tellah. The beast is weakening because he's almost, we're killing it. Okay, or whatever. Fuck it. Don't care. That's kind of his way of saying that. It's his ambiguous way of saying that.
Let's give him the shocker. 2 in the peak and 1 in the stink.
Look at that damage. It's just insane. Let's throw some healing out there, just to keep everybody on the higher side. See, look at that, 115 to Rydia. She gets hit again, she'll go down. And you know what? I will darkness again. I think we're actually, because of those extra little few levels I got with Cecil early on, he can take a hit. If it becomes a problem, though, we'll change our strategy. But making Rydia a permanent healer, and actually she's gonna have to be. Look at the amount of damage Tellah took, 100 and something, so 140 something. So Rydia is now on healing duty, but we gotta keep the attacks coming. Keep them coming, keep them coming. If you feel that you need to use the Zeus, you can use the Zeus's Wrath, but I don't see the point. I stand behind that. I don't see a point in doing it. And he's down.
I'm melting!
Whoa, the humanity! Yes, Rydia's butthole is safe for another day. And we get a shit ton of XP for it, and some delicious gil. Rydia's gonna level from that, and Tellah's gonna level as well, making this a happy ending to what could have been a very awful, awful experience for Rydia, or an interesting porn if you're into that. Alright. Which is horrible, because she's a child. That's fucking awful. But you know what? There's somebody out there that's like, ooh, I dream of the idea. And then 10 people smacking him in the back of the head.
We've done it. Damson is just beyond this waterfall.
Hey, and I only say that because it's a reality of the matter under one simple thing. Simple concept, and the reason is, and what the concept is simple, is that people must be into it because it fucking exists. People don't just make that shit just to make it. At least at the quantity that it's in. Before we go anywhere, though, let us remove all of Tellah's gear, and more importantly, equip that delicious Gaia gear right there on Rydia. And we'll leave the silver armlet where it is, and let's move forward. Damn! Dude just got wrecked. My eyes, the fire's taken them. Are you a friend? I cannot see your face. Please don't let this treasure fall into their hands. Bleh. Bleh. Alright, well, we won't let it happen. as this treasure will fall into my hands instead. Wow, how unoptimized this building is. This room is a feathered cap and a ruby ring. Alright, let's keep moving here. Move down and around. It's easier just to walk out and walk back in. Or not, because I got thrown into a fucking fight. Okay, usually it's easier to just go out and come back, but apparently not this time. Alright, a lot of dead people here. This fucking sucks, brah! Always, you know, make an effort to check your map, just to make sure you're not missing out on anything. It's a pretty good standard practice. As we get a delicious tent for our trouble, though. There's not much to this castle, surprisingly. Not like Baron or... for example. Before we move too far forward there, let's get some free heals going here. HP and status restored. Come on, get your ass over there. And MP restored. So that way everybody's pretty much healed to full and it didn't cost anything. Which is always a good thing. I like to be free.
Anna! Oh, Anna! You're that bard. You're the one responsible for this.
No, please. Oh my god. No. And thus, a battle is ensued. Now, this is on auto battle. Not much we can do about this. Oh, no. And it's gonna be a fist fight for the ages.
You spoony bard!
I should have done it more epically. Please, things are not as you believe. Come on, we all know Edward, the bard is fabulous. Oh, he hit me hard.
I see quite well how they are.
I beg you, hear my words. No. I sound so unmotivated to do his voice, just because it's a bard, you know.
Choke on your words, and choke on my grizzled cock.
Please, I implore you. Don't hit me. And he starts doing like the little kind of slappy fight. Slap, 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 slap. If I ever do shorts again, it's gonna be the two of them fighting and doing like a little slappy fight with each other. It'll be hilarious.
Know this pain, Anna's pain.
But Anna and I are like totally fabulous. Edward, father, please stop this.
The fuck?
Oh, Anna. There's life left in you yet.
Father. Edward. He is the Prince of Dampian.
Hot
He
damn!
disguised himself as a bard to avoid attention.
Fabulous.
Forgive me, Father, for running off with him.
Well, you wanted to run off with a rich guy, so I think I'm okay with it.
Love with him, Father. But I could not stay without my father's blessing. I was about to return when...
The Red Wings laid siege to us, led by a man named Golbez.
Golbez?
Yes, a figure clad in armor of deepest night, his strength beyond that of mortal man.
And the Red Wings' purpose?
Our crystal. And then they rained fire upon us. I lost my mother and father. Then Anna tried to shield me from their arrows.
You love this man that much?
Father, please, forgive me. I was so selfish.
His dick is 6 inches long and 6 inches wide.
I love you.
I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said.
This Golbez, tell me more of him.
I've heard he came to Baron only recently. It seems he's using the Red Wings to steal crystals.
Tears do not bring back the dead, boy. Anna's death must be avenged. I'll find this Golbez.
Tellah, not alone.
She was not your daughter. Her killer will die by my hand.
Damn!
Anna.
Coward.
Oh, snap.
You're a man, aren't you? A grown man. Stop crying. I have.
Rydia.
You're right. I'm nothing but a coward, just as you say. That's why I'm just going to stay at Anna's side. It doesn't matter anymore. Nothing does.
I'm a bitch! I'm a total bitch!
You're not the only one who's grieving. Anna would not wish to see you fawning like a fool. Please. I've desperate need of your help right now.
But how could I help you?
By
My
dying!
name is Cecil. A friend of mine has taken ill with desert fever in Kaipo and needs a sand pearl if she is to live. And for that, I've need of your aid.
You need my aid.
I do. Rosa's life depends on it. I beg you.
This woman you speak of, she means a great deal to you, doesn't she? As Anna did. As Anna did to me.
I want to go balls deep on her. Let's save her
In the
life.
cave
Hurry
far
up.
to
Let's
the
go.
east dwells a monstrous creature known as an antlion. The pearls you seek form from the
Hey, it looks
flow
like an
of the
ex-girlfriend of
creeks
mine.
as it lays its eggs in the sand. There is no overland route to its den. We must cross the northern shoals to get there.
You don't say.
A hovercraft is docked here. With it, we can reach the creature's cave. It can bear us across the surf to Kaipo as well. Come. We must hurry.
Fucking sweet.
So Eddie here joins us, and if you're a fan of the original Japanese version, he goes by the name of Gilbert. But they changed it in the US version for
Farewell,
who knows why.
my love.
It's not. It can't be syllables or the length of the name. They're about the same length. Gilbert, Gilbert, Edward, Gilbert. Okay, one letter difference. So maybe that's why. But I've never really been able to come to terms with why they did it. They just did it that way. All right. What? Oh, my controller turned off again. God damn. This is why you don't buy wireless, guys. Fucking shit keeps going off on its own. Alright, so we'll head over the shoals. And we'll head to this cave here. Let's go ahead and make a save, because saving's your friend. Since Tellah ain't with us no more, let's make a save. As Eddie's gonna join us, and he hangs out in the back road. Now, here's what you need to know. And no matter what version of this game you play, the discussion is mostly still the same. Edward blows. I'm not sure what else I need to tell you about that. Edward fucking sucks. He sucks big fat fucking donkey cock. In some games, they give him a little more functionality. In some versions of the game, they give him more functionality. Especially the Nintendo DS version. But he still fucking sucks big fat floppy donkey balls. Okay? So I'm just throwing it out there. That way it's not a surprise when I sit there and openly mock him every time I have to use him. I'm already miserable thinking about it. Already miserable. So, yeah. So we gotta tackle this antlion dungeon thing, and there's some new enemies here. As you can see, there's a goblin with a little bit more punch than the others. A Domovoy, which is a type of goblin. It's just from a different culture, if I'm not mistaken. Which, hey, I could be mistaken. You're welcome to correct me. I actually enjoy being corrected, but most of the creatures in this game are based on some kind of mythos, and I do believe that is the mythos there. So we'll do some delicious giving. Give. I really didn't look at Edward's level. Now the other thing Edward does is if his health gets critically low, like most bitches, he fucking will run off the screen and be useless the entire battle. The perk is that he'll survive the confrontation and maybe gain a level out of it, but I don't like that. I've never really liked him doing that. See, you can see he's also level 9. You're welcome to build his levels up, but I'll be honest with you, it's rather trivial to do it. I don't recommend building up levels for Edward because he just doesn't really prove himself to be that useful. Yeah, right. Get a tent. I'm gonna potion. So anyway, I was saying it's not worth really building up Edward's levels. So I usually don't. Some people, especially level grinders, like to do it. So if that's really your prerogative, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to tell you to not do it. Gaining levels is gaining levels, because if Edward's leveling up, all of your characters are getting something out of it. I just find it to be a bigger waste of time, a waste of time more so than anything. So adamantoids aren't too big of a deal. As you can see, we just finished that. They're not too interesting, as the ice rod takes them down pretty quick. Now, I am relying on the map a lot here, just because we're so fucking far zoomed in, which is one of the negatives to the remakes of the game, is you get really far zoomed in. And Edward leveled up, getting Life's Anthem, which is a regen skill, I believe. Like I said, in the newer versions, they made him a little bit more versatile, but he's still a piece of shit. I mean, it's fucking Edward, okay? Fucking blows. I hate using Edward. I don't know anybody that likes using it. Alright. Sit down and around. Let's go up and grab this delicious treasure here. Into another battle we go. And we're walking to another delicious potion. Let's get that little bit down there at the bottom. Now, there's a little area in the center, south center, that we can't reach yet. And Cecil levels up. Fucking sweet. And out we go. Oh, we were so close. Now we'll just show this fight since we're going to get a chance. I'll show you what I've been doing, actually. With every battle, I just have Edward use Life's Anthem. The perk of him using Life's Anthem every battle is because his attack is so shitty that the only thing worth doing is Life's Anthem, because he gets free regen. So just look at it on the bright, as an on the bright side kind of scenario. Whereas in the older variations of this game, he can't use this. This ability doesn't exist. So you can sit there and just absorb health, get health back over time. So it saves up on the healing that Redia would have to do between battles. And Eddie levels up again. Edward, played by Eddie Izzard. Alright. Hey, I believe it. Do you? I could see that happening. Kind of weird, though. Especially with him being as old as he is now. Whatever, let's move on. Alright, in we go. Into the hole. As we run into a new set of enemies. Now, here's what's interesting is these Leshies. I think that's what they're called in this version. Leshies, right? Yeah. They're not that interesting. They just hit kind of hard. No point in using the Anthem here. And there we go. Got Edward's harp skill to kick in. Every harp that you find in the game usually has a status effect linked to it. In this case, his current harp puts enemies to sleep. So it's kind of cool. It serves a purpose anyway. Since we took some damage, let's go ahead and Bard Song it up. Maybe wait for Cecil. Get a little bit of HP back. Wouldn't hurt. Say, the enemy is asleep, right? Just sit there, let it slowly recover. Alright, let's get the kill. As you can see, Edward is out of commission while this is going on, mind you. So, not always a good strategy, but for the most part, it's pretty relevant. And we get the Lamia Harp, which will allow Edward to do more damage. And there we go. And it puts enemies in a, I want to say, a state of confusion. Because, yeah, it has to be, because the Lullaby Harp we had puts enemies to sleep. Duh! That's why it's called Lullaby. And, uh-oh. Now, we can actually handle this guy now, so let's handle his ass. Putting hold on him. And the amount of damage we can actually do is pretty good. And we have him confused, so at this point, if he'll get unconfused as soon as Cecil attacks him, but that's the general idea, is he could start hitting himself before he got hold put upon him, but it doesn't matter now. This battle will play itself out now. Oh, that was cute. Edward got a critical. Aww. And look at that. The battle is won. Probably didn't even need to put hold on him. Redia just needed to attack. Good XP, and Edward's level increases. Now, the sandworm battle in this dungeon is rather rare, and it only happens in a few rooms in this version. In other versions of this game that I've played, that battle is a little bit more common. So now we have a Basilisk, which can cast stone on people. He's pretty easy to take out, so we'll just take him out. I won't use salve. Let's use... No, Life's Anthem. And for the most part, this battle is very uneventful. But you notice that worm, the sandworm, gave a lot of XP, though, over 500. So if you want to grind levels against him, you're welcome to do so. I don't recommend it. I don't think it's really necessary. Like I said, Edward is pretty trivial when it comes to his functionality as a character, so I wouldn't grind levels with him. He's going to get a little boost later anyways. Not much of one, but it's better than a swift kick to the nuts. Alright. For some reason I always feel there's like another item in here, but I don't think there is. Alright, let's keep moving forward here. Let me think about that. Let me take a while to think about that. I thought there was another treasure, but I could be wrong. So we make our way up and around. Now we want to make our way through these higher up little openings because they're going to lead us to other interesting places as we fight these fuckers. Now, again, you'll see here very quickly, melee attacks pretty much mean shit. I'd have to say... Let's Bard Song it up here first. Actually, it did enough. It actually killed him. Did I get a crit? I guess I did. Oh no, melee attacks work just fine. Fuck it. Don't care. Normally, it's kind of crazier. But, eh. If I'm not mistaken, thunder is their weakness. And you'll notice a consistent thing here. The consistent idea of these guys, these jellies so far, is that their weakness is kind of affiliated to the color that they are. And that, you notice the red ones were weak to fire, the yellow ones were weak to lightning. It's that kind of strange little comparison that you can make to help you remind you what their variable weaknesses are. So keep that in mind. But as we progress here. Alright, save point. And I believe the secret room must be here. I thought it was in the other place, but I was totally wrong. I think it's in here. And don't worry, there shouldn't be any battles, so that's why I'm not bothering with it yet. Ether. Let me see here. I just thought there was a secret room in here. Guess not. Alright, let's go ahead and save then. I don't think we really need to heal up, so let's just make our save. Edward's gained a few levels, so we may as well milk that reality. Alright, let's keep moving. And I didn't... it's very obvious why I didn't bother with healing up, because Edward can do that. We can leave one goblin alive at the end of a fight with one in it, and just kind of slowly let our health restore. One of the few minute perks to Edward. Andale rapido, andale rapido. Alright, so now let's go ahead and head south. And then head along the bottom here. Because we've pretty much gone everywhere else. Kind of make sure we get credit here. That's the only negative to using this whole map check thing. If they could have just zoomed out a little bit more, it would have been easier to kind of see where we're going. That's a little one negative to this game. This version of it is like it's so zoomed in, you almost have to look at the map to see where you're going. So that's maybe my own personal qualm with it, but it's not the end of the world. That's something I can easily overlook.
Yeah, I like it just the way it used to be. Where you have to be with it and again.
Yeah, I will say though, the menu system is very lunky. And it used to flow very smoothly in the old games. You could move through the menus pretty quickly. This game, the menus move very slowly. But you could tell it was more for a mobile device than anything. Alright. And we get another Shadow Blade. which I always thought was really weird. Like, why would they give you 2? But I guess it's kind of an easy mode kind of nudge thing or something, because, well, we are in hard mode. I don't know why they put a second one in here. This is definitely a game that does not need a second Shadow Blade. I know I'm showing the fight, but I figure I show you one every once in a while. So you can see how we're progressing. All that good stuff. And we are victorious yet again! Who would have thunk it? Alright, let's go ahead and head on out. And there's nothing to win in this passageway. I remember as a kid, I checked every one of those passage areas, and it drove me nuts. This is where the antlion lays her eggs. This is where they get it on. Eek! It's my best eek, leave me alone. There's nothing to fear. Antlions are quite docile. They won't harm us at all. Here, let me take one of her pearls. Oh, mother!
Rydia, with me.
Whatever. And thus we fight the not-so-notorious, mildly unique Antlion battle. Not much to say about it, really. He doesn't like darkness. Because this version of the game has Edward useful for something, may as well do the following. When his eyes are white, here's what you need to know. When the Antlion's eyes are white, he will counter physical attacks. When they're red, he'll counter magic attacks. So this is where Rydia just kind of hangs tight, and we let Cecil do the damaging. And really just let Cecil damage him until he changes his eye color. And then obviously swap out. And this is why Bard Song is a little OP. Because he's going to recover probably half of that health before the Antlion gets another attack in. Yeah, see, he's almost recovered all of it. And that includes the 80 damage he just took. Okay, his eyes are white. Let's see what does more damage. This Blizzard spell or just regular Blizzard. Or the Blizzard Ice Rod. So let's see, 262. That'll give us an idea of how the game is designed. So that did about 262. Aw, damn. Let's make sure Edward doesn't go down, because there'll be a pain in the ass to get up. 292. So it's within 30 MP. I would just use the Ice Rod. It's free. Back to your anthem. But as I said, there's not much to this fight. It's just, again, bouncing back and forth between the two different types of damage. And every once in a while, he'll hit you, and you just hope he doesn't hit Edward. Or if he hits Edward, it's not that bad. Usually you don't want him hitting Edward, because Edward's the one that uses that allows for, you know, the regen effect here. But you can't always control that. And yeah, so like I said, this battle's pretty straightforward. This is faster. No attack. I mean, we could. I mean, we're healing, we're getting HP back so quickly. It's worth the risk. Let's make this battle go by faster. And look at that. Fuck that, the battle's already over. Victory! Fucking A. And we get 2 grand. And Edward levels up yet again. Not that I give a shit, but he does. And obtained the Sand Pearl. It makes no sense. Why would an antlion try to harm us?
Monster populations are swelling, and beasts once harmless now turn hostile. Something is afoot.
Cecil, we have to get back to Rosa.
Right, let's go.
Easiest thing to do is we did pick up an item. And it is an emergency exit. May as well use it. No point in walking back. Really, there isn't. Like I said, I'm not a big Edward fan. So, again, there's little to no value to do such. Alright, let's head all the way back to Kaipo. I am Kaipo. Okay, enough of that. So look at that. Easy runnings. And let's make a save while we're here, because shit's gonna get crazy. Not that it's a big deal, but it's gonna get crazy. Alright. We're rich, bitch. Let's keep moving. Do 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 do. Alright, let's go do this here.
Rosa! Sand Pearl!
The light of the sand pearl shone on Rosa's face. Cecil, you're safe. Oh, thank goodness.
What were you thinking, Rosa?
They told me you died in the earthquake at Mist, but I knew it couldn't be true.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to make you worry, but Rosa, what's this talk of a man named Golbez?
The king called upon him to lead the Red Wings in your stead. His Majesty has been acting even more peculiar since Golbez came to Baron. He's not himself. He's not fabulous. I can't be sure, but I have a feeling Golbez is the one manipulating the king to gain the crystals for himself. The water crystal you took from Acidia, the fire crystal of Damsion, Fabul's wind crystal, and the earth crystal of Troa. The fire crystal's already been taken.
This is Edward, Damcyan's prince. It's thanks to him we were able to save you. And this is Redia of Mist.
Do you feel better now?
I do. Thank you, Redia. And you, Edward. If Damcyan has fallen, he'll be swift to move against Fabul. We need to... I gotta stop smoking those American spirits.
You need a rest. We'll go to Fabul and warn them.
But how? There is only one road that leads there. It lies through Mount Hobbs, and the way is blocked by a wall of impenetrable ice. Redia, you can cast fire, can't you?
No, I can't.
But you're a summoner. Surely you've learned the spell. It's the most elementary of all.
Rosa, you're in no condition to be going with us.
I'll be fine. I won't be a burden. I am a white mage after all. Cecil, Rosa wants to be with you. Oh, yeah. Oh. Can I watch?
No! Alright, we'll go together. It will be dark soon, and we should leave early in the morning. Make sure you get enough rest.
I will. Thank you, Cecil.
And the white mage Rosa joins the party. Yay!
Good for us.
That night.
I have nothing to stick my dong into anymore. I am sad. Anna, I am so lost without you. It's fabulous that you are not around, because I secretly like men. Whoa! Hey, how's it going? You didn't hear me say that last part. Oh, God!
And thus we are thrown into battle
Against a Sahagan, and this isn't any sort of standard Sahagan.
He is given great power.
Be brave, my love. Anna! You didn't hear what I said, did you? I'm serious. I'm not really gay. Please believe me. Oh, God, he's trying to kill me. Oh, God, what am I gonna do? Kill him. I kill you with my crazy guitar music. He doesn't play guitar, he plays harp, but whatever. It's in the heat of the moment. You are strong. You're stronger than you know, but you must believe in yourself. I don't believe in myself. I will try. Because almost only Captain Hortooth, hand grenades, and nuclear weapons. Oh, God, please, Sagan, don't kill me. So far, he's not attacking himself. Bad Sagan. Oh, there he goes. Oh, shit, he healed himself. Well, fuck that. It kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Alright, and Edward wins the fight. Not as much XP as I remember it being, but
Anna,
I'm hard for you.
I can be with you but for this moment. The spirit calls me onward to become a part of it again.
But I want to do that scene like in Ghost.
Don't leave me, Anna.
Edward, you must be brave. Golbez cannot be allowed to have the crystals. You gave your love to me once. Now share it with all the world.
Because it'll be fabulous.
Anna, my love. I will try.
Kind of sounds like the
What would you have me do?
kind of sounds like the voice actor from Dragon Quest VII who plays Ishmari, or Dragon Quest VIII that plays Ishmari. Very delicate, very weak sounding, almost like a Winnie the Pooh. No. All right. So Eddie comes back to us. If my memory serves me right, in other games, usually Edward gets like a bunch of level ups. I don't remember. I really don't remember. Maybe it's because I just didn't give a shit. All right, let's change party formation here. Let's put Eddie down there. Put Rosa near Cecil. Keep the ladies nearby. And you're gonna run into something that kind of blows. We still only have one Gaia gear and one silver armlet. Sometimes you can get enemies to drop them, but it's very unlikely that you'll get that drop. So it just, in a sense, blows. Let's use that. And I've got no arrows. Let me think here. Gear-wise, we've got a feathered cap. She's got the Sage's Surplus, which is better than the... Okay, the Sage's Surplus is a better deal. Magic defense. She gets the better magic defense. It's a shame, though, we don't have another silver armlet, as it raises offensive magic as well. Not that Rosa needs offensive magic, but more specifically, it raises... fuck, I can't think right now. It raises... intelligence and wisdom. Actually, it might just be intelligence. You know, it's an easy way to figure this out here, because I do forget. Yeah, see, it raises neither. Hold on, that can't be right. Oh no, it's just better than the ruby ring, it would seem. Yeah, it's a lot better than the ruby ring, but really Redia needs it, so we'll give it to her. Now, Rosa is a lass of bows with arrows and all that good stuff. So... I feel like I'm missing an item. Why do I feel that way? Oh, you know what? I know what I did wrong. Motherfucker. It's not a big deal. I think I missed an item in, Alright, well, what the fuck are you gonna do, right? What do you mean, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna go fucking figure this shit out! So... Do I need to heal or anything? I don't think so. I believe I missed it. Was it here? I think it was. I gotta think about this now. Oh, you know what? I know what. No. Hold on. I'm missing something here. Okay. Sorry about that. I had somebody at the door. I don't know what I'm missing here. I know there's... Oh, God. I'm trying to think of where they are. And that means I wasted money if there's any fact of matter to what I did. No, let me go check that other room again. Yeah, and here's the thing. I remember this in the DS very vaguely, that stuff is still findable, or there's still the secret. All the chests are still in the same places. However, the secret passages and some of the things that, where the locations are, are kind of hard to find now. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Let me think. And I think what I screwed up. It's gotta be here somewhere. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. Son of a bitch. It was around somewhere. Because you get the holy arrows here. And I was like, looking at my inventory with that kind of a face. You know, a face a dog makes when it's confused. And it doesn't see something. Let me see. I think there's stuff in the corners too. There, yes, there is. So yeah, they took a lot of the extra visual bullshit out of the game and just like randomly threw shit in the corner. So I bought a set of arrows I guess I didn't need. We'll put the holy arrows on, and there's no reason to keep the iron arrows. We'll sell those in town. So I do apologize for that. I can't believe I missed that. I don't remember it being that well hidden. All right. Moving along, so I'm going to, oh, you know what, for the hell of it, see my phone's already exploding. Let me think here, let me think. We'll just hold on to the arrows for now, we can sell them later. Is there anybody wounded in the party, because we can get our free healings now? I don't think so. Should be all healed up. Yes, we are, good. Get it, got it, good. And then we'll head over here to what looks like a mountain path. Yay, mountain path! Alright, and there's Be Thy Mountain Path. And on the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV Redo, we go and tackle Mount Hobbs. And this time I won't fucking miss secret stuff, I promise. Well, I probably will fucking miss something later. Someone will be like, dude, you totally missed it, bro! Totally missed it! Fuck you! You know, yeah, you know, I kissed the fattest part of my ass. I can't remember everything. Alright. Though I did know that we were supposed to have other arrows, and when I realized I didn't have them, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I must have left them in damn sand. So, alright, so we're all saved up, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye! Check out the website at www.jacktarstudios.com. See me live at www.twitch.tv/JackTartStudios. We'll see you there. Bye. If you guys enjoyed that video, please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.